Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and I always find the legal exploits of Melania Trump to be very interesting. I believe at this point she is probably more sue-happy than her husband, but at the same time, it also makes sense as to why she does it. It does. I mean, I find it funny that she does it so much, but I also get why she does it. Especially with this particular story here, saying Melania Trump threatens lawsuit over billboards mocking her English. Now, it's not even here in the United States. That's the funny thing about this. It's actually in Zagreb, Croatia, where billboards featuring Melania Trump and the slogan, "Just imagine how far you can go with a little bit of English," were removed this week from the Croatian capital after her lawyer threatened a lawsuit. Now, Melania Trump's lawyer in Slovenia must be working overtime. Like, I hear about lawsuits coming out of that part of the world involving her quite frequently. And the reason why is because people out there are embracing capitalist spirit by going and trying to market products and items that either bear her name or bear her likeness. And she's like, no. And I completely agree with that, because she didn't give consent or sign any deals, and they're using her right, or her image, her intellectual property, so to speak, without getting the proper documentation. And that is something that does need to be addressed. I just find this particular one to be pretty damn funny. Now, the billboards are part of a marketing campaign by a private English language school which tried to persuade Croats to learn English by reminding them that the Slovenian-born U.S. First Lady's personal experience. Right, now that is not only flattering, it's also really dickish. It's like, hey, just imagine how far you can go, a little bit of English, eh? You know, First Lady White House, it could happen to you too. Find rich and industrial businessmen to purchase you away and bring you over. Mail order brides are still a thing, right? I mean, that could happen. But anyway, it's still dick. It's a funny line, but it's a real dickish line. But Mrs. Trump did not accept. It was apparently meant to be a joke about her English, spoken with a heavy accent. Her Slovenian lawyer demanded that the billboards showing Trump delivering her speech, standing before a fluttering American flag, be removed immediately. Now, here's the thing, if they wanted to get around this, because you can take a look at this here, if they wanted to get around this billboard, they could probably change her likeness to where it looks kind of like her, but it's not like her. Even though this is probably just, really kind of messed up in Photoshop before putting it behind an American flag. This is clearly from the Republican National Convention last summer. It's one of those things where they could probably have gotten away with it if the likeness would have been off enough, and they could be like, oh, you know that it's her, but you also don't know that it's her. Like, they could have done a couple little changes that would have probably cleared them legally. But like I said, she is the most sue-happy First Lady we've ever had. And in this particular case, I totally get it. Goes on to say here that I'm satisfied with the fact that the school admitted that they violated the law and that they are ready to remove the billboards and Facebook ads. This is coming from lawyer Natasha Pirc-Musar, saying to the Associated Press, "We are still analyzing possible further legal steps." And see, but that to me, that's the Trump in her, because Trump's motto, Trump's way of doing things is not just kind of like, take you out at the kneecaps. It's take out your entire family. It's make sure that you salt the earth and nothing can ever grow there again. That's how vindictive and petty he is. And you figure, since he's been with Melania since 1998, just about 20 years, she's picked up a thing or two from him. And so again, while I am totally on board with her getting those things taken down, just leave it alone. If you want to try to, scorched earth on this school, it's only going to make you look bad. And there might be people in the chat that are like, no, but Melania needs to protect herself. She's protected herself. They've admitted they made a mistake and they took it down. Just at that point, just holding their, continuing to go after them does nothing to benefit you. At that point, you're just being vindictive and petty. But given who she married, I completely understand. Now, Melania Trump has hired the law firm to protect her image, which has appeared on various products in her native Slovenia, including cakes, underwear, and tourism advertisements. Yeah, people have been very much trying to market this, but underwear? Just like what, women's panties with Melania's face right there in their crotch? Like, remember me? I am famous now. You can wear me. Don't worry. They'll cover up any stains. I got no idea. The lawyer said that the Croatian school has apologized for the billboards, but the statement also needs to be published by the Croatian and Slovenian state news agencies. So they got to make sure that everyone out there knows. And that's how they get them. That's going to be where probably more of the humiliation factor comes in. They made a mistake, but now they let everyone know about it. Which, again, they're probably perfectly fine with doing, realizing that they probably didn't realize they would get busted. It's one of those things like you ask for forgiveness rather than permission. But they did say here, we're very sorry that the billboards were misunderstood as something intended to mock the First Lady, says Ivis Bulric, the spokeswoman for the school. It was meant to be something positive to show her as a role model. Well, again, you can mock her in the English. You know, you could say, just imagine how far you get with a little bit of English, you know, or whatever. But it's the image of her that you guys use. It's enough of an identifying image. If you would have changed a couple things to where it looked like her, you knew that it was her, but it wasn't directly a direct image of her, then you could get away with it because she wouldn't be able to sue you for that. I mean, I don't think she would. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you would be able to get away with that. So they kind of like Icarus, right? They flew a little too close to the sun here and they got popped in the process. Now, she admitted that the school, that the short advertising campaign turned out to be very successful because of the wide publicity it received both locally and internationally. She said that the school intends to put up new billboards, this time without Melania Trump's image. So again, like I said, this is more of an ask for forgiveness than permission because they used it and then they got a little popular off of it, and then they're gonna, kind of ride that wave. So that might be why Melania is looking for further legal action or discussing potential further legal action. It's like, no, you don't get to use this and then popularize it and then still profit once I come after you. But at the same time, the other part of me is like, no. I really think they should just let it go. You've already got them to take it down. They've already taken down the Facebook ads. At this point, you're just beating a dead horse. I mean, and that is just, I think, a pretty apt statement. It's just like you're beating a dead horse. It doesn't benefit you at all. So there's no point. So she's been with Donald Trump since 1998. I mean, the thing is, it's a funny enough billboard. It's a funny enough billboard that does mock her. It does come across as mocking, I will fully admit. I do see the flattery part of it, but at the same time, I totally get why she did it. And like I said at the beginning of this, I totally understand why, and I'm with her for doing it. I just think the continued legal pursuit is probably something that's not going to bode well for her. I don't think she necessarily cares, to be honest with you. Clearly she doesn't care. I mean, she doesn't care about the aftermath, the damage of it. But she's going to protect herself at all costs. And that's going to be something that people in Slovenia are going to have to learn. There's actually a great Jim Jeffries sketch where he went to Slovenia and he went around and he talked to her lawyer and he talked to other people trying to capitalize on that and what they've gone through as a result. And it's funny because you realize that people there are just trying to profit extensively off of her name because they're like, oh, hey, we're from this small country and one of ours is the First Lady of the United States. So, tourism is going to increase. Maybe we'll have to wait and see, but you can see why they're doing it. It's just funny that it kind of came to this. Hey guys, that wraps up this video. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so below. I love to read your guys' input. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me in the YouTube algorithm. If you want to support the channel, there's the Amazon affiliate store, there's PayPal, there's Patreon, there's Bitcoin. And if you're bored and you want something else to watch, check out 3 Buck Theater up here. My name is Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out.